Welcome to Tech Webcast, Australia's leading technology show. Download our iPhone app, www.techwebcast.info. Welcome to episode 125 of the Tech Webcast podcast, recorded on Saturday, the 14th of May, 2011. Today's hosts are Brad and Jason, with special guest Anna from Geeks Uncensored. How you doing, Brad?
Hey, Jason. How are you, buddy?
Good to hear you again. Ready for another show?
Yeah, another action-packed show, mate. We're actually at the baseball today.
Yes, hooray!
We are at the baseball.
And
It'll be Anna in the background you can hear.
Yeah, that's Anna.
Welcome to the show, Anna. Good to have you on board. How you been doing, Brad?
I'm going pretty well, mate. How's your week been?
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
And we've got a little bit of delay, but we're coming live from Russia in the baseball, so it should be an interesting show.
It should be very interesting. What's been happening, mate, with your past week?
Have you guys ever gone live? Have you guys ever gone live from a baseball game?
No,
this is the first time.
Yeah, first time.
See, that's kind of awesome, right?
We're all about firsts, first podcast through a baseball game. Nobody else has done it, I'm sure.
I don't think it's allowed, actually, by Major League Baseball. I don't think they would really approve that.
Okay, we didn't do it then.
Okay,
on to the show.
We didn't do it. Anyway, so Jason, what's been happening, mate, in the past week, buddy? Any news you want to report on? Anything else? Any news?
Yeah, got some news all lined up for later on in the show, and just been dabbling in some more programming again. Hopefully we'll see some info about that in the coming weeks.
Good stuff.
How about yourself?
Yeah, not much, mate. Just been working on some few things and getting some new stuff ready for Tech Webcast, getting a new design and stuff. Been talking to Cody about that and that sort of thing. And some new changes are coming.
Extra for the show.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. And so we're going to talk to Anna about Geeks Uncensored. Anna, how are you?
Good.
And,
good, very good. And
right.
Thanks for having me on again.
Hey, that's
and
okay.
So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're fine. If you can keep talking, and we'll keep talking. That's good.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Brad, I was just talking to you about how you came across Geeks Uncensored, and I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And so what do you actually do on the internet, Anna? Explain to people what you do.
Well, what we do is basically we just get together once a week, and then we talk about the latest technology news, and then we have guests on the show. And then we kind of decided to make the show more light and not as serious, so we make a lot of jokes, and we do the Russian word of the day and things like that. So it just makes, the show more enjoyable than just a regular show that you would listen or watch on Ustream.
Yeah, no, I love the show. It's a great show. You've actually just bought it. You got an iPad too. What do you think about the iPad?
Yes, I just got the iPad too, and I really like it. I think I did not have the first one. Did you guys have the first one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Brad did. I only had the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I just I can't compare it to the first one, but I think it's really awesome. I use it every day. And I think it's, I commute to work, so basically I just, I use it a lot when I commute.
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
You catch a train or something to work?
I actually take the ferry to work, believe it or not.
Neat.
Yes.
So what is it that you do? You read the newspaper, or you catch up on Twitter or Facebook, or what is it that
I
you
do everything. Yeah, I do, I look on Facebook, I do a little bit of work, I read books, look at magazines. I do all kinds of stuff. So I'm always, always have something to do with iPad.
One of Brad's favorite apps is Flipboard. Do you use that one?
Yes, I do, and I love that app as well.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, Flipboard rocks.
Very useful app.
It is. It's very useful, and I highly recommend anyone who's got an iPad.
What other apps do you like on there? Anything you recommend as a favorite?
I like, for baseball fans, I really do recommend the MLB app. So I really like that one because you could watch the highlights and you can watch the games on there as well. So it's really awesome. And then I also like the Netflix app because you could just get movies, you know. And I really like, for shopping, I like the Guilt app because I think it's the best shopping app I've seen so far on the iPad.
What was that one? Guilt, G-U-I-L-T?
Yeah, Guilt.com. They're actually a startup from New York.
Uh-huh.
They're like the biggest sample sales site, and I think they just raised $300 million.
Neat. We should do that for our show, Brad. Can you raise $300 million for Tech Webcast?
Who, me or you?
Oh, you can.
Me? Okay. I'll try.
You guys can do it together. You guys can do it together.
Capital venturist or something.
Yeah. Send us
Angel investor.
Yeah.
Imagine what we could do then.
Yeah, imagine. So, Anna, what else do you do? Like, when do you do your show? Each week? Each Friday?
Yeah. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said, how often do you do your live show, please?
Hello?
Yeah, how often do you do your live show?
How often?
Yeah, how often?
Just once every Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, nice. And what's the other girl's name? Anna, is it?
So the other girl's name is Anna.
Anna, okay. All right.
Yeah, so Anna and Anna.
Okay, and she's from Russia too?
Yes, she's from St. Petersburg.
Wow.
And I'm from Moscow. So it's kind of neat how that worked out, right?
Yeah. So you two moved to the US
kind
then?
of makes the show. Yeah.
So you two moved to the USA. That's pretty cool. And you're doing a web show each week on Friday, and that sort of good stuff.
Is that only on Ustream, or is it on other sites as well?
Well, we have a YouTube channel as well. So basically, after we have the show, we get it edited and we put it on YouTube.
Yeah, same as we do with our show.
Yeah.
We use Blip TV.
Yeah, as a shorter version, just for fun. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you guys record your podcasts?
Yeah, we've got audio version, video version on iTunes. Blip TV also sends it out to our blogs and Boxee Box, Roku, Popcorn.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, we're actually going to get our show on iTunes as soon as well. We just have not had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah, well, that's why we use Blip TV, because it automates all of that for us. You only have to do the one upload of an edited show, and it sends it out to YouTube, iTunes, Boxee Box, etc.
Oh, wow. No, No, I think we need to start using that as well.
Sure.
Automation's great.
Thank you for the recommendation, guys. Yeah.
So what
sort of shows do you have on there? Just about gadgets and the internet, other technologies, and a bit of humour?
So have you guys been to San Francisco?
Sorry, we missed that one. You'll have to repeat. You were breaking up a bit. She might have dropped out.
Anyway, let's move on to the tech news, Jason.
Hello?
What's been going on, mate?
I think she might be back.
Yeah, let's
dropped out.
Let's move on to the tech news then.
Alrighty, today's tech news. We got a lot of it anyway. So,
yep.
Microsoft has confirmed it's making its most expensive purchase ever, buying popular internet phone service Skype for $8.5 billion US. Skype allows users to make free or cheap web-based voice and video calls. About 170 million people log onto the service each month. If approved by US regulators, the deal would give Microsoft a big web brand in internet communications, which would be in competition with rival Google. Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer is promising to continue to support Skype on non-Microsoft platforms. The purchase could also be a way for Microsoft to shed some of its business software image and gain momentum in a hot smartphone market at a time when internet lifestyles are going mobile. Some US analysts, however, believe Microsoft has paid too much. Skype recorded a net loss last year, with analysts saying users like it because most of its services are free. But Mr. Ballmer has defended Microsoft's most expensive acquisition, saying it is a great deal and he is excited about the advertising potential. Skype is a phenomenal service that is loved by millions of people around the world, he said. Together, we will create the future of real-time communication so people can easily stay connected to family, friends, clients, and colleagues anywhere in the world. The premise is we do a great job of supporting non-Microsoft devices, but optimize as much as we can for Windows, phones, PCs, and we can connect the customer bases. Microsoft says Skype will become a new business division within Microsoft, with Skype CEO Tony Bates assuming the title of President of the Microsoft Skype division, reporting directly to Mr. Barmer. Microsoft's biggest acquisition until now has been its 2007 buy of digital marketing firm aQuantitative for $6.3 billion. Skype has also reportedly attracted interest from Cisco, Facebook, and Google. Microsoft and Skype say the deal has been approved by the boards of directors of both the Redmond, Washington-based Microsoft and the Luxembourg-based Skype, which is owned by investor group Silver Lake. What do you think about that, Brad?
That sounds very interesting.
I think that was a bit of a big shock came out of left field. Everyone was talking about Google, Facebook buying Skype, and then suddenly, bam, Microsoft did it. And everyone's like, what? We didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. I think, what do you reckon Microsoft will do with Skype?
Hopefully not destroy it. I mean, everybody loves Skype. We use it for the show.
Yeah, I know.
It's great for shows like this, but and it's on so many different devices, even Nokia phones that not really smartphones, just the regular ones. I mean, it's even on there, on all different phone platforms and PC platforms, Windows, Mac, Linux, everywhere.
Yeah,
so hopefully they'll, as they said, continue to keep supporting it.
I think they will. Yeah, I think they will keep supporting it.
Hopefully their servers will keep up. I was just reading today that they were having a problem with their BPOS business servers with email, and a lot of companies lost their email because the Microsoft servers kept going down, and that's a cloud-based service, which is very important. So hopefully they can keep Skype going, because if they don't, everyone's going to have to look elsewhere. If you have a look on my jasonoakley.me website, I did a bit of a talk about there, a bit of a discussion about Microsoft taking Skype and a couple of other alternatives, but I don't know if any of them are really going to be viable alternatives.
No, I don't either. I think Skype is the main thing that everyone uses.
Exactly.
And I'm a little bit annoyed about it. I really wish that they didn't do that. I just really wish they would have just left it alone and just kept how Skype was now and just leave it. Yeah,
I think a lot of people would have preferred Google to get Skype rather than Microsoft as well. But
I agree.
We'll just see what happens in the future, I guess. Somebody else could do a Skype, but see how we go.
Yep.
$3,000 a week's preparation and 5 days of driving through the desert to visit dozens of obscure locations. That's what it took for London copywriter Chris Worth to go on a video game road trip of a lifetime. Inspired by a futuristic role-playing game Fallout New Vegas, Mr. Worth set out to explore the Mojave Desert and discover just how close to the game it really is. Fallout is not our future, but the future as people in the 1950s imagined it, Mr. Worth told news.com.au. That's the golden age of science fiction, where aliens and ray guns were all the rage and spaceships competed to have the biggest tail fins. The Fallout New Vegas designers applied this conceit in incredible detail. Even the ads for sugar bombs and Sunset Sarsaparilla have the innocence of 1950s advertising. Although it's set in an alternate version of the real world, the Fallout series still features many locations and buildings that exist today. In New Vegas, that means areas like the Las Vegas Strip and towns including Nipton and Good Springs. Mr. Worth travelled to 34 of those locations to take photos and place them side by side with screenshots from the game to see just where the line between fact and fantasy was drawn. He posted the results as well as notes from his trip on the Fallout New Vegas Tour.com blog last week. It may sound like the sort of thing only the most dedicated of video game nerds would do, but the twist is that he's not even close. Mr. Worth said he had played very few games and that New Vegas had been his first role-playing experience since the 1980s. I don't consider myself a gamer, Mr. Worth said. After years of not even having a TV, I bought an Xbox along with a stack of other gear when I moved back to London recently after some time away doing an MBA. I played the usual stack of Xbox titles, Halo, Forza, Mass Effect, and enjoyed them, but New Vegas was the first that really grabbed me and didn't let go. The first laptops based on Google Chrome's web browser are set to go on sale next month in the US. Laptops dubbed Chromebooks are unusual in that they do not come with a hard drive and are designed simply to be a gateway to the internet. Google says users can still do work, listen to music, watch videos, and much more by storing their data in the cloud. In other words, the company's servers. Everything can be saved to the web since it has more space than any computer. Here's one ad for the computers. The search giant first announced its plan to build an operating system based on the Chrome web browser 2 years ago. Samsung and Acer are making the first Chromebooks to go on sale in the US and 6 other countries in June 15. A Google spokesperson said an Asia-Pacific launch was planned for later this year. Acer's Chromebook at US $349 will have an 11.6-inch screen display and up to 6 hours of battery life. Samsung's version, selling for US $429 to US $499, will have a 12.1-inch screen and up to 8.5 hours of battery life. It also comes with 3G as standard for mobile web browsing. Both models will have keyboards but no traditional hard drive for storage. They'll come with 16 gigabytes of flash memory, the kind found in smartphones, tablet computers and some iPods. They also have slots to plug in other storage device you buy separately. Do you think you would ever get one of those, Brad?
Probably not.
I'm quite happy with your new purchase.
Yep.
Yeah,
I am. Love the new computer.
The lead developer behind the popular Mac dock replacement drag thing and the fantastic iOS scientific calculator app pCalc is about to be sued for patent infringement because his software uses Apple's own in-app purchasing mechanism, and he's not alone. Not only will the lawsuit delay the latest update to the free version of pCalc Lite, it may just be the opening shot in an IP war, not just against Apple, but against the devs who dare to sell their software on the App Store. Developer James Thompson of TLA Systems first broke the news that the latest version of pCalc would be delayed due to the threat of a lawsuit this morning on his Twitter feed. Just got hit by a very worrying threat of patent infringement lawsuit for using in-app purchases in pCalc Lite. Legal docs arrived via FedEx, Thompson wrote. No idea what to do. They seem to be effectively claiming the rights to in-app purchase, but going after me, not Apple. Thompson is currently working with Apple as a first step to knowing how to address the issue, but it's clear Thompson would rather not go to court, although he will if he has to. A decent IP lawyer will burn all the profits from pCalc in-app purchasing in one day, Thompson notes. Although Thompson does not want the name of the company who's threatening to sue him on record unless he pays a huge licensing fee until he speaks to Apple Legal, he makes a point of mentioning that the lawsuit does not appear to be app-specific. As far as I can tell, this is not pCalc-specific in any form. It does not seem to be any way app-specific. If true, it seems that someone is taking aim at small developers to try to extort them out of licensing fees for using Apple's own in-app purchasing mechanism. That's the nightmare scenario of many small devs who don't have the resources to fight off patent trolls. Worse, it appears that Thompson might not be the only target. Already other devs are reporting getting hit with lawsuit threats via FedEx. Patrick McCarran, a developer for Mobile Edge, confirmed that he was also hit with a threatening patent lawsuit over his use of Apple's in-app purchasing mechanism this morning on Twitter. Anyone else could get a patent threat via FedEx for in-app purchases use in their iOS app. So far, James Thompson and I got hit. I imagine we'll hear more reports this morning of other devs getting similar letters. This seems to be a campaign. With small developers under fire by a mysterious patent troll for using Apple's in-app purchasing system, it seems likely that Apple itself will step in to smack down the offending company. Even so, this appears like it will be a stressful morning for many developers. Sounds a bit nasty there, Brad.
Yeah, it does. Very nasty.
So far, I'm lucky I don't have any apps out that have in-app purchases.
Interesting.
But there are a lot that do. I mean, even things like Farmville app and things like that, I expect will be similar.
I don't really play Farmville anyway. I'm not really a fan of that sort of game anymore.
When it comes to publishing apps on the iPad, there are two models. Social readers that bring all your real-time news feeds together like Flipboard, or single-title apps from major publishers like The New Yorker, The Daily, or New York Times. These two models are also dividing along the lines of subscription versus ad-supported or free. Flipboard CEO Mike McHugh makes the case that in tablet publishing, the bulk of the revenue will come from advertising. To make this point, he shares some of the recent numbers from Flipboard, which are seeing more than 100 million flips per day, up from 3 million 2 months ago. A flip in the app is like a page view. In the video, recently in a video interview, he says 10 million flips per day, but later he checked the number and it's actually 11.4 million. Of the 2 million people who have downloaded the Flipboard app to their iPads, I heard from other sources that about half are active, which would mean that on average each user flips through 10 pages a day. McHugh thinks there will be a place for subscriptions as well, especially for premium media brands, and would love to be able to place subscription buttons on premium content within Flipboard. My idea is that if you already subscribe to a publishing app on iTunes, the articles should be able to appear on Flipboard, News.me, or any other general reader apps. But if they are not already a subscriber, some sort of all-you-can-eat subscription model would have to be worked out, with Flipboard doling out the money based on how many times articles from a particular publisher is read. It can get complicated because people like to see their content atomized, says McHugh. It's interesting. I just hope they don't get hit by that patent troll in the previous news.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I love Flipboard. I use Flipboard all the time. I wouldn't use any other app to read social news and stuff. It's pretty good. And I also hear Flipboard may be coming on the iPhone too. Coming onto the iPhone too.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That should be quite good and that sort of thing.
Disappointed that the Boxee Box 1.1 software landed without even a mention of the previously teased iPad functionality. Well, so was we at Pocket Lint Towers, so we got into the phone to Boxee's VP of Marketing, Andrew Kippen, to see what the deal was. And it's down to quality. Boxee is still all guns blazing in its keenness to get an iPad app out there, but wants the product to be right before it hits the baying fanboys.
Yep.
We had an iPad app front end up and running at CES, and we were demoing it there, but it was another back end that we were using as stopgap measure. We've got a lot of great feedback, so after the show we went back and we redesigned the entire app. We pretty much now built the front end. We're working on redoing the back end. We wanted to have it out with the 1.1 release, but there were a lot of other stuff that went into it we thought was more important to get out. When we quizzed Kippen to give us a time frame for the app's release, he was adamant he didn't want to commit. We have no timeline right now, he said. There's always a lot of moving parts with these things, especially considering we're at the whims of the App Store. Hopefully we'll finish up with the iPad app here shortly. And that's it for the news today.
Yes, indeed. That's a very good. I love that last story, and hope that comes out very soon for the Box. We just got an update for the Box 1.1. Great update. One of the best updates so far for the Box. And I'm not sure if you send the blog post on TechAU's website, Jason, or not about the update.
No, I know that you're a big fan of the Boxee Box, though.
Oh, yeah, I love the Boxee Box, and yeah, I love it. The update's pretty good. Browser's more faster. It's got movie trailers on there now. It's better. Loads of sites more better with HDMI5 and stuff and that sort of thing. HDMI5, what do you
I see Aaron is saying plenty of Skype-related articles are published on OzTechNews.com this week too.
Yeah, they are. They have been. So check out that. OzTechNews.com. I can't talk. Also, I just want to mention AussieTechHeads.com.au. I think that's right. Yeah, .com.au. They replay this episode each video version each Thursday at 7 p.m. So check that out. Thanks, guys.
And the next one will have the new intro.
Yeah, new intro. Great stuff, Jason. As always, mate. That's a great intro.
Yeah.
And you'll see more of that in the video reviews and that sort of thing, and that sort of stuff. What else has been happening, Jason, in tech webcast world? Any other stuff?
Nothing new in this stage. We're still being sent out to Boxee and Popcorn Hour and all that. We're working on our new YouTube channel, youtube.com/techwebcastau.
Yep.
Once we've got a few things on there, YouTube will be able to upgrade our account to upload more things, which will be great. We'll be able to put our actual full shows on there.
For sure. And also leave us some ratings and stuff and comments on the iTunes as well, and that'd be cool too.
Yeah, in the future we'll look to maybe doing some giveaways. So
yeah, we'll try and get some stuff to give away, and also looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor us, let us know. You can email us at techwebcast@gmail.com, and also if you want an ad on the website, it's $5 a month, and you'll get the ad there each month for $5 if you want that on there.
Yeah.
It'll be, as you see on there right now, we've got TechAU and Echo Maker and some other cool ads.
Yeah, check out the website, techwebcast.info.
That's it.
And don't forget the live stream when we're recording it every Saturday, techwebcast.info/livestream.
Yeah, come and say hi, and maybe we have some giveaways. I'm not sure what we can give away to people, but
we'll find something.
We need more viewers. And also, thanks to Anna for coming on. Now, that was just a short conversation with her because apparently she was at the baseball and
cutting out. So we'll get it back on the show in the future and
we'll
have a bit of more chat.
We'll try and get it back on, yep. And also
looks like an interesting site though, geeksuncensored.com.
It is very interesting. It's very cool. And check it out each Friday. Watch her live and the other girl in there, Anna, whatever, Anna and
Anna.
Anna, yeah, that's it. Anna. Both from Germany.
Russia,
I mean, sorry. I keep saying Germany or Russia, yeah, they're from Russia. And they do a great job. I think it's one of the best podcasts out there at the moment I've seen so far. I don't know what you reckon. Jason, have you seen any good video podcasts that people do?
Not recently. I've been doing a lot more reading on the iBooks app on the iPad, so I haven't been watching a lot of video podcasts at the moment.
Okay.
And getting back into programming, so I'm pretty busy with all that.
Oh, okay. Sick, man. Sick. Have you got any iPad app recommendations before we go? Anything like that?
One of my friends started playing around with the Smurfs app. She really likes it. So if anybody likes the Smurfs, check it out. I saw they recently reduced the amount you can purchase with the in-app purchase because there are a lot of kids who are buying $99 upgrades on their parents' accounts, which weren't good, but they fixed that up. So have a look at that. If you like little village-type things, it should be a lot of fun, and kids will love it too.
All right, we'll check that out.
And I got a fun app for my daughter called Drawing Pad, which lets you draw with all different things, crayons and pencils, textures, water, paints, and that sort of thing. A lot of fun.
Sounds cool, mate.
She really enjoys it. So anyway, you can find me at jasonoakley.me and on Twitter, Warlock, W-A-U-L-O-K, and Brad.
You can find me on Twitter, Tech Webcast, Facebook, Tech Webcast, and Twitter, Brad Oz. And also, I just want to mention next week, we got Cameron and Cameron Bryan from XY
Zodo.
Zodo? Is that how you spell it? Yeah.
Looks like Zodo.
Zodo. However you want to spell it. Some new website out there they've been launched, and the guy from that's going to be coming on next week, and he's going to chat about that. And
cool. Look forward to it.
The following week after, just going to give you a quick rundown. The following week after that, we're going to have a special guest, Matt Ryan. He's been doing some work for Chris Barello. Cool. And he just gave away an Apple TV to some lucky person. And after that, we're going to have the guy who made the Show You iPad app coming in June the 4th. That's going to be
Look forward to it.
Can't wait. And this has been episode 125. Jason, you're a legend as always, mate. Thanks
no worries.
for doing the news and stuff. And you can find this podcast on the techpodcast.com.
Yeah.
And thanks, mate.
See you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
You are listening to yet another one of the fine members of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Find more of the member shows over at techpodcasts.com.
This is Tech Webcast.
Computers.
Technology.
Gadgets.
Another geeky stuff.
It's on iTunes. It's awesome.
And it's from the future.
Follow us at twitter.com/techwebcast.
And
on
Facebook. And check techwebcast.info for info. Tech Webcast.
Turn on, tune in, drop on.